Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 117 here, bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 commentary. This time we're doing a 4v4 map with Cashfire, Sir Dixon. Actually, I believe these two gentlemen were in a previous Company of Heroes 2 commentary, so it's glad they're back and they're on my team again. Magir, I think, was with them. Again, I can double check that. I think they were in the, I believe it was the second Angermud gameplay. So, nice to have them back. They were really good. On the enemy team, it's Inro, Rotor, Chilin, and Falak. But anyway, they were the Russians, we were the Germans, and yeah, it's going to be one interesting game, to say the least. Now, playing as the Germans, especially after this update, it's a little bit interesting because of the fact the armor has changed. No longer is the Panzer IV the most used armor unit. The Ostwind and Stug, the Assault Stug, have both gotten decreases in manpower and other things. So pretty much, they are now very cheap and a lot more affordable to use. So buying 2 Stugs will be very effective. Again, for those who don't know, Stugs are more like I want the Su-85, just smaller and less. I would say they do a little bit less damage, but again, they're cheaper. They're about 240, 230. And the Ostwind has gotten also a decrease, so they're, again, most likely because of the fact that, since, what was it, the, what's it called? The half-track also got a slight decrease on the Germans and on the Russian side, so that way it counterbacks, and that way both sides have equal output of AA. Because it would be sort of off if one team got, you know, could produce more AA than the other and just like spam aircraft. But anyway, on the Russian side, they are pushing pretty heavily. As you can see here, the Chilerain is going directly for this capture point. He really wants this. For us, we're making a slow, methodical push. Even though we're on the side that a lot of people don't like, and I do mean a lot of people don't like, we're still we're still being very cautious and moving throughout the city. Our main goal is to fight in the city, and of course for me, I made an infantry company, so I brought out grenadiers, MG, all sorts of stuff. That way I can literally push in the city and have a great amount of diverse forces. That way I can hold my specific part. Now, since I'm in the middle, my goal is for this star, and as you can see, they really don't have anyone even close to it. They have quite a few MGs coming in. They have, I think 3 MGs, and they also did rush for the island as well. So right now they're doing pretty well. They have 2 capture points. So for starting off the game, the Russians are doing pretty well. But the thing is, they don't have resources. So we have more resources, and resources are coming to play a lot more than simple capture points. Because sure, they might be knocking us down now, but overall, that might not be the same way. Might not be, might not affect us. But anyway, as you can see here, they have 2 MGs currently attacking my poor Pioneer squad. But they're in cover, which increases the amount of time before they can get suppressed. And luckily, because they got suppressed literally a second after capturing that point. Oh look, a 3rd MG. I put my MG in this building. I have my mortar team coming up from behind. Retreat these guys and move in my grenadiers to flank. Luckily, I believe this was Draxton. No, Cashfire moves in his guys to flank the MG, but of course this MG, the Maximum, being very maneuverable, they're able to really easily turn it and start firing on those poor Pioneers. But the nice thing is they just kind of like rushed into this building, even though they were suppressed. Which is like, it's a glitch or flaw you can say, but hey, it works. But anyway, they are putting up a heavy fight here. They're also putting a heavy fight over here. Unfortunately for them, these 2 guys got suppressed. So I move up my guys from behind and like, I'll take them out. With them being suppressed, we were easily able to push them back. And I move up my guys along with some support. Our teammates are doing an excellent job moving their forces in block by block. We don't have the island, but the island isn't exactly key. The key is the town to get the resources to outproduce the enemy and therefore crush them. So they're trying to counter. They have a mortar, but unfortunately for them, I have a mortar as well to counter their mortar. My grenadiers here made their are doing an excellent job. They're behind some decent cover, and the enemy team is enemy team Draxton, my bad, is putting his guys in, did an excellent, nice little attack on the flamethrower. What was it, the grenade? Oh, I forget the name of it. Oh my god, how could I lose track? Thank you. Sorry, the rifle grenade shot placed by the Grenadiers did an excellent job on those troops. Now, unfortunately, in the center here, they are losing. These guys just use superior cover to beat the conscripts. But as you can see here, they're doing an excellent job at holding back this point so we cannot move anymore. They also did a capture point with the fuel cashier, which is smart. Risky, but smart. That way we can't just simply capture this point and it keeps us back. I tried to move my guys in here to flank, but unfortunately they just got an MG and just started mowing me down. So I'm going to have to retreat those guys. Luckily my mortar's still putting some pressure on them. They are putting up mines and other things by the island. Plus they have a sniper. So any attack there is going to be very, very poor and unfortunately will not turn out very well for some time. Now, the city on the other hand, sure. They may be putting a mine up, but hey, we were able to pretty much push them out. As you can see, they have no more forces within the entire vicinity of the town. So we can call this a victory on our side. Now he's just buried. Like these mines, I know they're supposed to be anti-vehicle, but they do intend to blow up when people walk over them. So I do kind of find kind of funny that he's like right before he walks on it, puts foot down, he's like, oh, build a bunker. Anyway, we have an MG currently firing on that. I'm keeping my guy here just in case, telling my guy to do a counter mortar barrage and pretty much just keep anything back. You know, gives us some breathing room. Back here, I put up another MG to fortify this section. Tell my guys down here to heal up, repost, and send my guys forward. Now, alright, if we can pull this up. Cashfire has the Festing Support Doctrine. Very nice. Not really armor, but more supportive role. Joint Operations, again, that's myself, and it's, again, a very supportive role. The Luftwaffe Supply Doctrine, again, a supportive role. So, if you haven't caught on, most of our classes, unfortunately, are support. Especially the Luftwaffe Doctrine. That's just bringing in supplies. That's a resource help. So we really don't have any heavy armor to use. Now, for the enemy team, only Inno has so far made it, and it's the Lend-Lease tactic. This is part of the new update. So, yeah, TSZ Sherman, which will come into play later. But anyway, I'll close. Wait, does that also have the... Yeah, Allied Supply. But as you can see here, this guy is moving up his sniper teams to take out these Grenadiers. And as you can see, they're doing an excellent job. They're picking them apart. Down to 2. Any more? He did lose a sniper, and I think that guy's about to die. You should have probably retreated them. Oh, wow. One guy killed it. And you know what's funny? That guy was me. I did, just in case. I thought his sniper might have been alive. But as you see here, they try for a flank, but there's just simply too many guys. Cashfire is not letting them flank. Not in the slightest. He has enough MG42s, and yeah, those are MG42s, to pretty much stop them and keep them and put them back in their place. Now, unfortunately, my guys are over here. I'm still trying to take this thing out. The MG's going to suppress them. I have to re-heal these guys. My guy here is doing a great job. You know, if they get too close, it starts firing upon them and suppressing them. They bring up this sniper group. They're using a lot of snipers in this. Oh, that's what hit my Grenadiers. Because I told them to heal while this guy was right here. Just, you know, send some help. So that's how I lost guys. The sniper was picking them off. It's always interesting to watch these commentaries, see what happened exactly. But anyway, they move up this MG to take this point. I don't know why they would move up an MG. Because, you know, kind of bad. In my opinion, because, you know, you're kind of surrounded on all sides in enemy territory, and you're like, oh, we'll just have this one-way MG guard, because, you know, they're most likely to come from this section, not this road. Anyway, move up another engineer squad to start, you know, putting down mines and other things in the back area. I also move up some more troops, along with healing my mortar, which rightfully deserves it for all of its... for everything it's done so far. I think it's gotten quite a few kills. Yeah, 9 kills. Plus, because of this air supply doctrine, it now fights harder. So, one bonus for that. Now, you're going to see in this gameplay because of the fact we have so many different doctrines that pretty much provide air support, that there's going to be a lot of planes. And something the Soviets didn't really do or tend to do, here, I'll move down here. Again, my scout car just obliterated his Maximum group. But something they really didn't do was any anti-air. I know that's kind of bad because, like, oh, why would you have anti-air? Oh, I'm sorry. It would probably seem kind of good. Like, oh, you're shooting down these supply planes. But the negative, like, maybe the only reason I could probably think of it, they didn't do it is A, resources. Or B, actually, no, they did have half-tracks. B, they didn't want planes going in the same route. So, again, going over this map, going at them, literally being shot down and crashing at them. Probably something they didn't want. So I tell my guys to start putting mines down, especially on the ice. If a tank group came along, I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that they hit the mines and blow up on the ice. So anyway, Cash Fire is taking a lot of casualties, but what they don't know is my Grenadier squad is coming in to flank their own flank. So with them being suppressed by my MG here and my guys attacking from behind, they're going to have to retreat, which they do. And they actually funny because they run through more MGs and stuff, but still they managed to come out relatively unharmed with quite a few guys. They do have this sniper here, which is doing a great job picking off the enemy team. But unfortunately, they have nothing to hold them back for, let's say, this MG42 to just come in, stroll, and say hi to the mortar and whatnot. Oh my god, my mortar just obliterated the sniper team. That sucks for him. Oh, that sucks. 13 kills so far. Not half bad. Not bad whatsoever. Again, look at all the supply drops coming in. Pretty much secured this area. I mean, what is this? Draxton? No, Dur. I'm just gonna call him Dur. Dur is pretty much a nice little army group here to make sure they don't come close. But it's quite a few mortars trying to hold us back. But hey, that's not exactly working. Anyway, they do bring up this nice little T-34, which, as you can see, we really don't have any concentrated anti-air. I mean, we have these Painter tracks, but sure, if they get suppressed, they're not exactly the most effective. And then bring in shock troops. Bringing shock troops into the table. Oh my god, that grenade almost killed his entire squad. It did kill his entire squad. Oh, that sucks to be him. So he brings in his SG, I'm sorry, T-34 to help counter. He's moving at a safe distance so the nice little Painter tracks don't get in play until he moves them in as a random charge. Wow, those Painter tracks really do much. Oh, there's the half track from the Soviets, part of the Lump Lease Act, if I had to guess. Moving up. Luckily, we have enough MG and stuff attacking them, holding them back. So I move up my scout car to deal with this. Unfortunately, I think what he's going to do is move it around and kill my mortar. My mortar does die off. So, yeah, he's probably going to murder it. Oh, no, no. Oh, this is how it died. I was like, I wondered how it died. That's how it died. Oh, that sucks. So anyway, they're putting up a big fight here to try to take this point. What they don't know is, first off, Painter Shrek's gonna hurt it. Second, my scout car, I'm keeping it just barely in range of this, so this MG will, of course, keep them flanked, but my scout car's autocannon will still tear them apart. And let's say if this tank comes back around, my autocannon will still do some damage to it. It's better than nothing. So, or at least damage it, so that way, with the combination with the Painter Shrek, it'll keep them from just wrecking house. Now I send in a scout plane to see what they have, and I realize, oh wow, they have here. They have quite a few guys coming in toward us, as you can see here. They have their entire front line devoted to try to break ours. I mean, look, pretty much all three guys are here, but what they don't. Yeah. What sucks for them though is we finally have some more concentrated fire. Oh wow, they move up all. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. We just have MG fire. That's what we have, which pretty much keeps all these conscripts down. Again, they should have built more tanks because we just have MGs. And again, that's not a bad thing. We're using them defensively. We're just trying to hold this point. We're not like slowly pushing up with them. We're just trying to hold our territory. They knew this. They should have brought in anti-tank guns, which they should have brought more anti-tank guns with armor, like with artillery, to try to break our lines with tanks. Instead, they kept spamming us with infantry, so that's why we had so many, MGs. But anyway, with all this, so cash fire support and my newly found Grenadiers, plus drops now being deployed on that point to heal our guys, give us a slight boost. Oh wow, that did quite a bit of damage. Although, again, with his half-track right there, he can just instantly heal his guys up. But anyway, I send my conscripts, goddamn, my grenadiers to pretty much just move up and give us like a little bit more buffer room, I would say. That way, it keeps their troops a little bit more back and puts them more into the danger zone if they try to assault, because the MGs will suppress them and my guys will take them out. But anyway, their entire assault is breaking. They still have quite a few shock troops and stuff like that, but again, these have PPS stations. They're not long range material. My guys have rifles. That's why they're doing so much damage long range. Now, with that said, oh my god, yeah, I moved my guy up here, but unfortunately that mine they placed earlier, didn't do very well. So, either it was the mine or is this AT? I think it might have been the mine. But anyway, this AT knocks out that. I move my scout car to get healed. He has another AT gun here, so again, anti-tank this way would have been disastrous, along with this MG for any concentrated assault. Pretty much the town is again locked down. This T-34 has to fall back because we're just doing enough damage. Panzerfaust and all are just keeping it back. Oh wow, a nice airstrike causes them to pretty much, I think they're going to lose that AT, and they put down an MG in the middle of it. Why would you do that? Your guy is literally being barbecued. Your guys are literally being barbecued in a blizzard. This is not the way to keep them warm. Wow. That is terrible management of that MG. Oh my. Oh my indeed. So anyway, the blizzard's coming. We really don't want to assault because fighting in a blizzard, especially when we know the enemy has tanks, not the best idea. Luckily, I do manage to pull a fast one and manage to deploy a recon plane during like the final seconds the blizzard wasn't activated. So right now we can see what they have, and that gives us the ability to know, hey, they're sending in an assault squad, or hey, they're retreating, so we have some time to relax. Also, he calls in pretty much a supply drop, so that's going to give us some time to you know, gather some supplies, heal up, and not really have to go very far. This guy's freezing, and I think the enemy team had quite a few units. No, wasn't them. Maybe it was over here? No, it wasn't. I'm trying to think. There was a group of people. Maybe it was these guys. They were just freezing in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, dude, you may want to build a fire. Some of them do, some of them don't. In the meantime, anyway, I build myself a Panzer IV, bring out some armor, you know, hold them back, put them in the center of town because I don't want to lose this. This is very vital, and I thought cash fired enough forces, especially with this Stug, to hold back any sort of a concentrated assault. Although, again, they're kind of charging with this MG. I really don't know why. Yo, here, let me go over here. So they're sending conscripts in, and I think they saw that minefield, so they're like, okay, we'll go the other way. Anyway, if you see a minefield, don't go in it. There's a skull and crossbones there for a reason, dude. Well, alright, he lost 4 guys. I'm sure it's clear now. I'm sure it's clear. Nope, lost 4 more guys. I'm sure it's still clear. Freezing to death, by the way, but, you know, it's clear. Go along this path. Oh my god. But anyway, they right now have... wow, that guy froze to death. Anyone else gonna freeze? Oh, that guy froze. So far, they've lost nearly 2 infantry squads just because of incompetence. Oh my god. Incompetence killed 2 of his conscript squads. That is funny. Look how many planes are currently going over the battle. This is literally the Luftwaffe's dream battle, because it's like they're being called in to do all this stuff. Look, I mean, right now there's bombs going off, artillery. They are bringing up some armor, don't get me wrong. They have an Su-85 for defense, quite a few mortar groups, another Su-85 coming in. Right now we're getting to the heart of their territory, and they are giving us one heck of a fight. Because again, they don't want to lose this because that's where all their vital resources are. So they have a Katyushka currently firing on our position. I have my Panzer IV in the midst of it, you know, providing some armor support to his nice little group holding in the outskirts of the city. Yeah, I would say outskirts because the city kind of like ends here and then starts over here. So village, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I wonder if the enemy team finally picked their stuff. Here, let me go over their side. Alright, so they picked mechanical. Okay, that fits. ISU, that comes into play. Or ISU 152. Guard motorized. Soviet shock army. Great. This is great for a very strong infantry. Not very strong for an armor, but still. Lend-Lease is great with the Sherman. Good anti-vehicle. And once again, good anti-vehicle or large group. Alright, let me get rid of this. In the meantime, anyway, as you can see, we have a ton of planes overhead. I realized, hey, pretty much we have the offense. We have enough forces. We are holding this city. It's time for me to do what I've always said. Again, I've always said, if you are attacking, that is the time to build artillery. I think they build one over here. Yeah, they're building artillery right here. When you are attacking, that is when you build artillery. Katyushka is not really artillery, in my mind. But I'm just like, that is when you build artillery. Oh, look at the artillery round it's coming in. But anyway, boom! That's from my artillery. So I pretty much use my scout plane to see this area. Boom! That's the second shot. That way I can take him out. Now there's a Sherman. Oh look, another good hit. Almost takes out this vehicle. Great hit. Another great hit hurting their Sherman. Taking out more guys. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Use artillery when you're winning. Not when you're losing, when you're winning. When you have at least 2/3 of the map under your control. That way you can pretty much bottle them in and just keep hitting them. Like, we're using enough recon planes that we know exact. Look at that. Bombing runs galore. We know where they are, so we can use artillery effectively. If you are losing, you don't know where they are. They could be on a larger chunk of the map. So you're not very effective in that. Anyway, so from that, as you can see here, there's my artillery piece, and it already has 8 kills. If we look on it, it's a 2-star because it killed 6 infantry, 2 vehicles, 1 Katyushka, 1 ISU, and has done a relatively good job for being a relatively new piece of weaponry. Now, because I'm thinking that, you know, they could really push back pretty hard, because, you know, we have a large force. I built a Pack 43 just for defensive. I'll let you know, this thing is never used. It doesn't fire a goddamn shot throughout the entire game. Why? Because they never get that close. We've always managed to keep them back. Now, don't get me wrong, they sometimes send a squad through here, but they never send armor group right through this center area, which I was kind of disappointed. But hey, it's better to be safe than sorry. Look how many planes are currently going overhead. Jesus Christ, we're getting a lot of support from the Luftwaffe. But anyway, the Stugs have now come into play because they've been decreased here. Let me pull it up. Yeah, they're 230 and 80. That's a really good deal. Again, the Flak Panzer also wins 280 and 100. So relatively, if you get, you know, maybe 2 of these, they're really good at just, you know, fighting against vehicles. Plus, if you have a Flak Panzer, that it just decimates infantry. So as you can see here, they're putting up a lot of, wow, okay, right in the battlefield. That's perfect, you know, help these guys out. They're sending a lot of reinforcements. A lot of their armor is currently in the back. They have this thing over here, that's funny, trying to hurt us, but, you know, not really doing that much. But yeah, they're pretty much slowly being pushed back, inch by inch, foot by foot, by our forces. I sent in another recon to see what they have, you know, that we can constantly keep updated on their vehicle, because if you know where the enemy is, you're not surprised. One of the reasons why we beat the Japanese in World War II, we knew where they were. Now, here's a funny thing. I think I'm about to do it now. I think I put a recon plane up to scout the area, and then I'm going to use this, yep, right on here, because I know they have a howitzer from previous recon, so I'm just like, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it. Which I do, and now they don't have the howitzer. They don't even have a, you know, fairly light howitzer. It's pretty much going to die. They do have this ISU 152, I'll give them credit. And it's right now pretty much one of the few things firing long range. Here, let me pull up the sight radius on this. So, this is Chillerin. Oh, And with this thing as the scope, my god, this thing has a very, very long sight radius. He's trying to protect his base, which is why he turns it around. A bomber is, the Sturmpanzer, or the Brumbar, is pretty much like the equivalent of sort of like this. It's like, you know, great against infantry, stuff like that. Fires shells. Not very good against tanks. Again, more widely used now, but still, kind of obscure if you see it on the field. But anyway, it's pretty much getting pulverized, and it's about to die. I don't know why. Maybe he thought it was just going to die from his conscripts, but still, kind of weird. Oh, finally it died. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, well. So I always wondered, by the way, I did this, funny thing. I did this, record thing before, but I forgot to record my voice because my mic was off, so, funny. Anyway, point was, I wondered why I got a friendly kill. Now I know why. I killed the Bombar. Anyway, I previously sent my scout car here to secure this area, but unfortunately, I didn't realize that, you know, they had a Sherman over here, which is going to completely decimate my 3-star Grenadiers because I was busy with something else. I was putting up a bunker over here, that way it provides more support. Pretty much this is the line. This is getting dangerously close to their base. I mean, pretty much I am right now using artillery in their base. Okay? I am pretty much bombing the, oh, not poor stuff. I'm sorry, Sturmpanzer, I didn't know. I'm pretty much using artillery in their base to destroy their stuff. That way, you know. Because right now they're just losing up. Look how many Grenadier squads that guy has. Or, wow, actually no, that's 3 different guys. They're really concentrating to keep that thing alive. Well, that's funny that thing got so close. But yeah, they're losing a lot of armor. They're losing a lot of infantry, and we're slowly pushing up to their base. Again, they have quite a few guys. But, you know, they are slowly making their way. They've once again secured this area. So again, at least they have this. None of my entire team was focused on attacking their base. Either that, or we just wanted to give it, we let them have it. Was the general consensus I saw, was just so that we would continue this battle. But anyway, I have my artillery constantly going off. I know they're pretty much in this area, so that's where I'm firing. Destroy as much as possible. And we're pretty much we're using bombs on the front door, for Pete's sake. I'm constantly using recon to check out what they have. But anyway, as you can see here, we're doing an excellent job. Well, actually, I would say that we're doing a good job of keeping them in their base. The problem is we're not inside their base. We're not getting close to their base. Cashfire is doing a great job of making sure his infantry aren't dying through this half-track. But the problem is we don't have armor. We don't have that big armor push to move in and secure their area. They have just enough infantry, just enough mortars, and just enough bombs to keep us from moving in. And Ryan is signaling the Plate Company of Heroes. Hold on one second. Anyway, as this game continues, pretty much, look how, we have 4 different planes. My god. They moved this half-track across part of the Lend-Lease to try to, you know, go through or behind our lines. Look what they also do. They send in 2 T-34-84s, which destroy all my mines, by the way, which are meant for infantry. Kind of made me ticked off, because, you know, kind of put them there to fight infantry, not tanks. Kind of forgot to put anti-tank things here. Probably would have been smarter. He's also moving in some Guards Riflemen. They're trying to move in behind our lines and cut us off, because right now, you know, they have a very small portion of the map under their control, and this is the one section they do have. I move up Engineers to capture this point as well, but as you can see, they are now attacking our base. Funny, because we're attacking theirs, that they somehow are able to attack ours. Now, while I see this, I tell my guy here to be like, go attack this thing. I didn't really notice that. Well, first off, I find it kind of funny, just ran through a bunch of, you know, barbed wire. And just in case, I turned this thing around because I'm like, oh no, he's going to pop up behind it. That's his plan. Well, anyway, I guess his goal was to just move in here and, you know, capture this point. What I don't think he realized was my Panzer IV was still, you know, following it. So just one shot's just gonna blow to Kingdom Come. Anyway, once that's out of the way, I'm gonna head back to my base because I realized, oh, there's still tanks here. And luckily, even though my base is still right here, I mean, I find it really funny how close they were to really causing damage to me. I mean, my ally built this, okay, that helps me out. It's still alive, so I can still, you know, do that. My ally lost his base. My ally is losing his base. Cash fire. And, oh, we lost his bunker too. And my guys are like, well, we're okay. Just keep fighting cash fire. Just keep doing that. So they are doing actually a good bit to our base. Luckily, I move up with my Panzer IV here. He brings in Panzer Strikes. Either he retreat them on purpose or, you know, they're injured. Anyway, they are in the fight now. So that's plus. Move in some troops to help fight it. And, of course, if we take a small look. Oh, I think he put the target on my guy. Wow. You know, pretty much what that does allows for the enemy to shoot it and do more damage. My Panzer IV, however, comes in from behind and takes it out. So, recall them from the front lines. Now, we did move a lot of troops back to deal with that small little situation. And unfortunately, a troop there stopped my engineers from capturing it, so I had to retreat them. Anyway, the fighting has continued. My artillery has continued. As you can see, their bases are in slight disarray. Red pretty much has, what, 2 buildings? And they're kind of half dead. So I'm telling I still have this guy here, by the way, if you're wondering, just in case, because I really don't want them to capture that point. So that's why I have double MG to make sure it suppresses itself really quickly. Because of the success of my artillery, which now has, 27 kills. I built a second one to start pounding their base, along with sending some engineer squads, along with moving my tanks up. Moving my engineer squad to heal up my tank, and move my second tank up to hit them from below. Cut off their route that they use to attack our base. Now they are making a slight push, I'll give them that, but most of their guys are pretty much in their base trying to hold off their lines. Actually, I want to see something real quick, hold on. Oh wow, a flame bomb right there. Oh, that was artillery. Is that my artillery? Yeah, that was my artillery. Huh. Still, that sucks for him. Oh, come on, take the building out. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on before I do that. There's a lot of bombs and stuff going on right now. And my second artillery's up and running. So now I'm just going to double the pressure and start tearing up their base. Now, if we look at their team... Alright, let's see what they have. Wow, this pushed up to 2.6 and 210. Huh. Nice. Let's see. Wow, he has a lot of... Okay, actually, let me just go here. So let's see. They have resources. They have 7 fuel. We have 57. They have 11 munitions. We have 78. They have quite a lot of manpower. We're pretty low on manpower, so that's one thing. They have a lot of manpower, but probably because just like, what do we bring out to stop this overwhelming mass of troops from moving in? Wow. My artillery is still putting a pounding on their base. Artillery is about to come in. Oh, here, let me exit that. There are a lot of bombs about to go down this area. Look at all the explosions. This is just... Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. That SU-152 did a lot of damage. I'll give Chillerin that. It did an excellent job at holding back our infantry forces from moving in. But he just lost a lot of guys and all that. And I don't think they really shot down any of our planes, although they may have shot down 1 or 2. I think there's like a spare engine part over here. Yeah. I could be... Yeah, here it is. A couple planes went down, but I think that was more their planes than our planes. Although I could be wrong. They could have shot a couple of ours down. But again, it's crashing literally into their base and in their defensive line. So right now, wow. Right now, a lot of their forces are pretty much barely clinging on. I moved my tank in to try to finally do some damage and move in. However, they still have enough AT rifles and whatnot to really stop my light armor. Oh my lord. Yep, there's my artillery. We are just pounding their base. How many forces do they have? Yeah, they can't have that many left. Yeah, they are barely hanging in there. This guy doesn't even have a base. Chilerin has no base. He has this. And he's bringing in engineers to rebuild that. So he's using the engineers not to rebuild this, but to rebuild his tank. I mean his old base. And how we have ATs now finally in range of his base. But the blizzard is going to cut the radius of that so we can't kill it. Oh, that's funny. Did he just blow up his own thing? No, I think that was us. No, I think that was him, because a satchel charge is on the Russian side. Huh. That's weird. Anyway, coming back to my side. Pretty much they're spending everything they have to just barely stay in. Oh my god, I built another artillery piece, by the way, because, you know, these are just doing so well. This thing has 53 kills, by the way. So now I have 3 artillery pieces, plus some tanks moving, and I still have this thing guarding the flank. He's moving in a bombard to move in. Again, we're trying to use overwhelm. We're just trying to destroy and cripple them. Unfortunately, we still have enough manpower and deploying enough forces to keep us from moving in. And we right now have enough forces where a lot of it's infantry. So, yeah. By the way, just a note, they stayed around for the whole map. I know this really doesn't show AIs anymore, or like, you know, if they turn AI, but as far as I know, they all, from just how it ended, they all quit at the end. Wow. How'd that Su-85 get so close, but still managed to be alive? Huh. That's weird. Oh, it came back to deal with this. And then my tank comes in from behind to deal with it. That's pretty funny. Oh, is the bomb gonna hit this? No, it just manages to hit their base. My god, we're using so much manpower on bombs and explosives to just take out their base. My god. How many firebombs, artillery strikes, and airstrikes do we have to do before they realize, before we actually take out their base? I mean, look how many infantry squads are losing. There's so many dead bodies being just thrown into the air. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, right now they're moving this thing up, trying to fight, but we have enough AT. That just, you know, it's gonna have one heck. Oh wow, never mind. That thing just blew up the AT. But as you can see, we have a lot of infantry. That's it. We have a lot of infantry, and Cashfire's forces, to be fair, are being spread apart pretty thin, along with everyone else's. It seemed that a lot of guys were just like, we were just focused like, oh, we're gonna win. We got this. But if you look, our forces are pretty much getting diminished. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't think they could have really counterattacked, but we should have really brought out some heavy armor. So, just a tip. Note to self: bring out heavy armor. My God, there's so many explosions going on right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. But they are holding on. I'll give them that. They are putting everything they have, and they are fighting to the last man. They are not letting us take this territory. I'll give them that. Oh wow. But yeah, I would be scared to death if this battle was actually going on. All these bombs and stuff were going off. Literally, I have 3 artillery pieces just doing widespread bombs on the whole area. And then artillery, I called in on this guy to blow up all of his engineers. And then the final shot is me literally wiping out 2 engineer squads. But they still managed to hold out. They still managed to keep us from attacking their base. Wow, there's a lot of plane parts. Maybe they did shoot a couple of ours down. Anyway, they did an excellent job at fighting, so I will give them that. They're good sports. They did not quit. They did not surrender. Anyway, we did finally manage. Draxon did finally move in a Panther to move in. But again, the key to this map is taking the town and then holding. We kind of went overboard and actually was able to push to their base. Actually, wow, there's crossbones. We took out Red's base. Red had nothing left. That's funny. That's really, really funny. But, no, we just my overwhelming artillery did an excellent job. Alright, how many kills? 60 kills in total. This thing got 12, this thing got 13. Not too, and this thing got 0. Sorry, Pack 40. But we didn't do half bad. But I do think that we should have brought out more armor to move in. Artillery was, I mean, destroying their base, which is fantastic in this situation. But they were using enough for their own squad, stuff like that. And the SU-152 was just long-sighting everything. So we really didn't have that many forces left to push into their base. Or at least not anything that would really stand up. And why would you deploy... No, look, catch fire, no offense. Why build... Ostrupen? They're very cheap troops, yes, but they're not very good at storming an enemy base. Wow, they built Katushka? Holy mackerel. Okay, that's probably why the infantry kept dying. We their own artillery. And no, by the way, when I say artillery, build it if you lose, this is not what I consider artillery. This is considered something different. I mean actually hard-placed artillery that you can't move, like this. If you're losing, you don't want to build this. And Katusha is great because you can retreat it until the very edge of the map and still fire. This thing gets stuck. So you better put it in a place where you know they can't get to it. And again, I had a Pack 40 and all, like mines and also, and literally about a quarter of the map between this artillery piece and their base before it's like, okay, I have some time. Plus the constant supply drops in the air. I think we'll be able to see it. Literally, the constant supply drops in the air was just absolutely ridiculous. Oh wow, there's an artillery piece coming out on them. So we were constantly able to see their base. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Please like and subscribe. And check out the next one next week. But anyway, hope you stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching. Back on my side, my tank did some nice few hits, and and we were able to take that out through this Sherman. Yes, through the Lend-Lease Act, we now have Shermans on the Soviet side, which have excellent armor penetration for a 76mm gun. So I move in my tank as well, along with troops to come secure this section, help push up. But as you can see, oh, good hit on my angle. But yeah, we're just able to secure this point. I believe